Let me mute myself.
What's up? What's up, guys? Can you hear me?
Okay, you're live now. So I'm going to mute my YouTube here.
Okay. Can you see me and everything, or how is it live?
Yeah, you're live now. I can see, but I don't see your avatar.
Perfect.
I don't see your avatar.
Okay. I'll
On
figure
YouTube.
that out later. I'll figure it out. It's all right. What's going on? What's going on? Hello, Roberto.
Hey, what's up, man?
What's going on?
Yes, sir. WTF's first live stream. Congratulations.
Still trying to figure out the avatar, but I'll figure it out. It's weird. I can see myself, the avatar, looking on my laptop, but I don't know why it's not going live. But that's okay. I'll figure this out later. So what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the new WTF channel, the crew. I new to this. I'm trying to figure it out, but I've got the most important person here is Alo, the hate master. So what's going on with you, Alo? What's new in the Philippine community now? Anything new?
I was just watching one of Frank's last vlogs about him talking about being burned out and that there will be consequences for many of the people in the community. And I'm not sure if he was referring to Bama and Fazio only, or if he was talking about others as well. But he sounded tired, but that's not surprising. The Titan of Bantayan is a battle-hardened live streamer.
You know what I don't understand is that fucking idiot who counts their money on a live stream and then acts like he's a high roller fucking shopping for a microwave. What the fuck? I'm sitting there laughing my ass off. I go, okay, this guy is a high roller. He's fucking shopping. And you're more than welcome to come over here, Frank. No one gets banned on my channel. Fucking no one gets blocked. I'm not like you, Frank, and I'm not like Bama. I ain't gonna fucking block people because someone says something. This is fucking uncensored shit. Okay, just don't threaten family or women, and we're cool. All right. You want to say anything you want? Come on over. If you got the balls, come on over. You're more than welcome.
We know we've done this before in the past. He's shown his money, and that's his freaking savings right there. Not their savings, but his Social Security. He's pulling out so he can put in the Philippine bank. It's like it's same old rhetoric, day in, day out. He's shown shit to Bama. Of all people he's showing it to is Bama. Like nobody else would care how much money he has, and plus that type of money we earn like on a weekly basis. He's pulling out his old savings account.
Yeah.
I go through that shit. I spent $13,000 on a freaking season ticket to the Dallas Cowboys. I mean, you really?
I think that's a waste of money personally, but that's okay.
You know what he forgot? What he forgot to mention is the fact that he sold the house for around 400,000, and the fucking house has a mortgage of around 300,000+. So he walks away with a profit of less than 30,000 US.
Yeah, he better hold on to that money because
he doesn't want to mention that one.
Yeah, he better hold on to that money because he's going to be gone in 2-3 years. He's going to be gone. So he better be, worry about, being frugal and not spend so much money.
Yeah, I just don't understand that. I was watching his show and he's walking behind his missus, and I ain't gonna trash no women, but man, you show a picture of a microwave and it says shopping is like a little bitch. Who does that shit live? I don't.
And he wouldn't spend 8,000 pesos on a freaking microwave. he says, "Well, it's this color that I want, but it's 8,000 pesos. I don't know if I want to spend the money."
I know.
It's like,
Yeah.
holy fuck, man! Are you gonna buy it or you're not gonna buy it?
I mean, if you're high rolling in money, you
Yeah.
just tell the old lady to go and get it. You're a man. You stay at home. You don't go bitch riding behind her. I don't understand that. I just don't. But
If you
whatever.
want
To
to be a
each.
fucking high roller, you just buy a
Yeah.
fucking microwave company for your lady. And then you come on fucking YouTube and brag about it. Not just for one fucking microwave. You just build a fucking microwave company somewhere on Pantaya and then employ like 100 people.
Oh shit.
Well, by the way, Whiskey
Yeah.
Tango Foxtrot, congratulations to Boom Boom Marcos and Duterte for winning the president and vice president.
Yeah.
My family voted for them, and
I was
we
just
finally
going to
got
say
somebody
congratulations,
in office
guys.
that's gonna, have some balls.
Yeah. What do you think? Well, I don't know if we can talk about it, but that's why I didn't mention. I stayed out of it. But I seen Allo's videos, man, and I knew it was going that way. And he was going, bam, bam. He kept fucking pressing it. I was going, God damn, Allo. Okay, we know he's excited. Is that who you voted for, Allo? Is that your man?
Yeah. I mean, it was a referendum on the last 30 years of Philippine politics. People have had enough of what we call the yellow propaganda, and yellow refers to the color of the Liberal Party, and people said no to that, and they voted, and it's a big majority. It's a clear mandate, and it's a continuation also for the Duterte administration in some ways, as far as the infrastructure policies are concerned. And the president will lay out his platform over the next few weeks, as he will take office at the end of June. And people are excited, and we felt that excitement throughout the city of Manila, and also in the provinces. And I think it's good news for the country. And since we have a more like international audience here, try to keep an open mind, and do not believe the biased media, because I have seen Western media coverage about the elections, and they somehow try to ridicule it and make it look like as if the people in the Philippines, the electorate, doesn't know what they are doing. That's not the case. The people know exactly what they are doing, and I think it's good for the country, and definitely also good for the people.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm very excited about it. Yeah.
That's good for you guys. I'm happy, boy. There seemed like to be celebrating, but I kind
I
of
guess the legend of Jew Stillman and Bumma's, threesome. He's calling Boom Boom a Jew, and
who is
that
Bama is?
legend of Jew. Nah, I guess he's against the election. So
yeah, but you will always get people who will tell you, okay, that he is the son of this and that, and the fact is that that is taken out of context, because you hear that a lot, human rights abuses and stuff like that. The fact is that during the 60s and 70s, especially my grandparents also told me a lot of things about this. And when you look at more neutral, non-biased journalists and historians, Clarita Carlos, by the way, is such a person. She is a very important historian and political science professor at the University of the Philippines. You will find tons of material of her on the internet. She actually mentioned that the fight against terrorism back then in the 60s and 70s, because the Philippines was a totally different country back then. A lot of problems in the south, in Mindanao, with Islamic terrorism, and the New People's Army, which is a communist rebel group that tried to bomb their way to power. And Ferdinand Marcos Sr., the father of President-elect Marcos now, he has tried to establish law and order throughout the country. And of course, the other side then would claim, after bombing Philippine National Police stations and electricity stations and water stations, dams and bridges, they would then claim human rights abuses. And it's the same people actually who also said that Duterte is some sort of a dictator and stuff like that, which is totally absurd, because these people that they refer to as dictators have been voted to become president in a fair, clean election, in a democratic process. And that's the will of the people. That's the will of the majority of the people. In the case of Bongbong Marcos, it's even a majority of people, not just plurality like during the time of President Duterte. Majority here means that he got more than 50% of the vote in the last election, which is just yesterday. So it's a historic moment. It's the biggest win by the number of votes and percentage and margin.
Yeah, well, you need to bring back the frickin' what was that during the his father's time. I mean, you need to bring that back. And people are saying that he might sell the Philippines out to Chinese.
No, that's not true. That is not true.
Oh no, it's just ridiculous.
It's a more, it's the same with Duterte. It's more about it's more about being pro Philippines than anything else. It's because it's just trying to take a path, like many Southeast Asian countries, not to choose sides, and that's in the best interest of the Philippines, because China is a neighbor, and China is economically a very powerful country, and it is in the Philippines' best interest to somehow find a good way to deal with China. But that doesn't mean that Marcos is anti-American or something like that. This is a guy who has studied in Princeton, I believe. No, the sister has studied in Princeton, and he has studied in Wharton, University of Pennsylvania, and they have connections also to the U.S. So it's absurd to claim that he is some sort of anti-American or something like that.
Right.
That is not true. That is not the case.
Well, I think he should bring back the martial law. Get rid of some of these riffraff freaking expats.
Yep.
Bring back martial law. That's what I say.
Well, that's
boom boom. Go boom boom. Please bring back martial law.
Boom. Yep, I'm all for that. Get rid of this fucking scum like Mr. Barry Jordan and fuck. What the fuck is up with Jay Stillman? What the fuck is up with that in his videos every day showing how much money he's losing? I mean, I don't get that, man. Why would you show your portfolio on live? That's little man syndrome, just like Frank. It's just. I mean,
and we have a lot of these. We have a lot of these clowns in the community. The little man syndrome is almost a contagious fucking virus in this community. Yeah. And I asked myself the same question a couple of days ago. Why did Frank come out with that vlog where he shows off his money? And I think that we need to understand it in the context of who is the recipient of it. Because for us guys here on the panel and for most guys in the chat, it looks totally ridiculous and it's little man syndrome. But I think the recipient of that message was Bama. And Bama, on the other hand, is a guy you can easily impress. I mean, you could hold a few hundred pesos in your hand and say, "Hey, this is my daily wage," and that would be enough to impress Bama. So if Bama is the recipient, thumbs up, Frank. if you were trying to come off as a high roller or something like that, I would say thumbs down. But on this show we try to differentiate and give you the real news, dissect
Yeah,
everything that is
right.
happening in the community. But yeah, you are right.
Yeah,
And with Stillman, it's the same
yeah.
issue.
I
Stillman is a
don't
guy who
understand
tries
that.
to come off as a big guy, as
Yeah.
a how should I say, as a successful guy. But look, this is a guy who has been neglecting his children, not only in the Philippines but as well as in Australia. He has a daughter
Mm-hmm.
in Australia, has another kid in the Philippines, at least one that we know of. Doesn't financially support them at all. Lives
Mm-hmm.
at home, works some menial jobs in Australia for a
Right.
few months, and then
Right.
travels to Southeast Asia and tries to come off as a successful guy. And the Bitcoin stuff for him is just
Mm-hmm.
another shortcut to because he's lazy. Okay, that's what you need to know. And he
Yeah.
wants to come off as some sort of a Wall Street banker, harvest day, Bitcoin, this, that. At the end of the day, it is a lame attempt to take a shortcut to some sort of rags to riches myth or saga or whatever he believes in. At the end of the day, there's no shortcut for anything other than hard work and good decisions and saving
Amen.
up money. That's the truth that they don't want to tell you. But all these fucking
Exactly.
look at me, I'm going to click here, I'm going to click there, and then all these official terms that they throw around, Bitcoin this, that, and stuff like that. What they
Right.
want to do is look at me, I have figured it out, I'm living the dream. It's more about them than giving out valuable information. At the end of the day, it's just all bullshit, because at the end of the day, you just need to know this is a guy in his mid 40s who has no job, has kids that he doesn't financially support, and lives with his mom somewhere in I don't know, I think it's in Cairns or somewhere, and
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
thinks that he is some sort of a big guy. So yeah, we have a lot of those kind of clowns in the community.
Yeah. And I just watch him. He's showing like each day he gets live and then shows uh number 5, number 6, and I'm going, oh my God. And I see his views, and I'm going, I don't think people, I don't know. I just don't know what the fuck's going through their heads. And then you got Jerry the Fairy over there earlier. I I just go, what the fuck is, was it a good idea to come to the Philippines? For him, probably not. Could could have could have fucking saved the community. Hey, Jerry the Fairy, you're more than welcome to come over here. We love to battle. Come on, you're more than welcome. I'm not going to be like Bama. I'm not going to be like Frank. No one's getting banned. I want free, open shit. I want you guys to come over here. I don't give a fuck about the AdSense. I don't give a fuck about anything else. This is like President Trump own little section over here. Everybody can say what they want. Frank, if you're listening, which I know you are, you're addicted to this shit. You're more than welcome to come over here and say your piece. I know you're sitting there whacking your pud over there, getting a heart on a Woody
Yeah,
over
they will
this
all
shit.
listen. At some point,
Oh,
at some point, they will all listen. They will all catch the podcast later on in their
yeah,
little circles. They will inform each other. This guy WTF has his own live stream, and then the others go like, who? WTF? The guy with the skull. Ah, okay. Who was on there? Who was on there? Ah, Alo, and that other guy Roberto. That's how it goes. That's how it fucking goes. It's like
yeah.
the rumor mill going around. And I want to say hi to all the guys in the live chat. By the way, yes, we see you, and we appreciate the fact that you came out here and support our good friend WTF here on his first live stream.
Yeah, I realize this is all an experiment and I'm still figuring shit out, but you got to start somewhere and things will grow in time.
Exactly.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure, Roberto, you went through this when you first started with StreamYard. So everybody goes through
I
the.
still do.
Yeah.
Still have
Well, I know
problems.
that. Do you remember that show you did that
Yeah.
you put the parental control on? It's the same thing with me. You know, it's experiment, but you know, it's about having fun. That's all we want to do is just rake these fucking deadbeat expats through the coals. You know, I mean, you notice Bama has been quiet too. I wonder if he's getting fucked in the ass already over there in the jail system. I'm kind of
You know what
wondering.
Obama is doing right now is like he's coming out with his steak and ribeye and cooking live streams and this and that. Waterfall is beautiful, but I think that that's just one of these vlogs or these
Yeah,
strategies rather where people tell him, Bama, don't stop doing live streams, don't stop doing vlogs, don't give in. All these other haters, they will
yeah,
scream victory. You need to show them, Bama. You need to show them that you are enjoying life. Come out with a ribeye steak barbecue live stream to show the world that you are still number one. That's what this is all
yeah,
about. And the people
yeah,
still think that we are too stupid to see through all of this. And the same with Frank. Frank is also like that. It's like, look at me, look at me. I sold the
yeah,
house. I sold the house. I have so much money. I have so much money. I'm 50 pesos. You know, Frank is 50
yeah,
pesos, like the Filipino equivalent of 50 cents, something like that. You know, and then he sits there on his bed and thinks he's some sort of a big shot. And again, why did Frank not talk about the mortgage, the loan on it? Uh, he was
Yeah.
quite disappointed when somebody brought it up in one of his live streams. Somebody said, Frank, now you get like a couple of $10,000. That's good. And he
yeah,
paused for a second and said, uh um a few 10,000. Well, it's much more than that. And then he would just go on and on and on. No, nobody
Which we
right,
freaking.
know is
right.
not true because he has two
It's not true.
liens on the house, which means
Yeah.
that he had to pay those off before he can get payday. So what he
It's
How
even
in the
thought he's
public
gonna
fuck?
info.
get
It's
really
even
is
How in the
public
fuck?
info. Who is he
Right.
trying to kid?
How in the fuck did he get that money so quick? And he's already in the Philippines. You know, it's just like I don't know. I think that was his payday because we did. Everybody, Social Security got paid on the 3rd,
Yep.
so it seems logical that he
That's
would
his
post a
like his
video.
fourth video that he done with showing his money out.
Mm-hmm.
I remember about 4 years ago he did it. He did that. I probably still have the videos on those. And he was, he was talking big about all the jewelry that he bought his girlfriend, and then he pulls out the wad of money, put it on the bed and everything. And I mean, it's freaking same old shit. This different day is the same old rhetoric, but different day. That's all he does. He doesn't. I don't know if he's an idiot. He doesn't remember these shit, but a lot of us that been here at least 7 years
Right.
know he's done the same thing over and over and over and over. Just like his last video about, oh, I'm gonna have to give this up. I'm gonna have to get. I'm burned out. This and that. I have better things to do. Yeah, you have better things to do. Then 2 days later, you start up again. Same
And
old fucking
part of
shit.
that money actually also belongs to his brother. It's not all his money
Oh
because
yeah,
he has
yeah.
Yeah.
different
That's true.
mortgage loans
That
on
is
that
true.
fucking
Yeah.
house.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because I
Yeah.
saw the public info and it says like sold for 400 something, and then the loan was like 300 something. And then there are some deductions like commissions and fees and whatever they need to pay
Liens.
in the US, liens and whatever. And the final amount, the profit or whatever you
Right.
want to call that was an amount less, if I'm not mistaken, less than 30,000 US, 27,000, something like that, if I'm not mistaken. But I can find that screenshot again because somebody sent it to me. It was like a site on Twig or something like that. And when I posted that, by the way, when I posted that on my channel, on my comments section, Frank saw that because Frank came there and said, "Hey, I'm now coming after all these guys and I have money. And then I posted it, and after that, Frank deleted his comment because he didn't really like that people know about the details. Because it's a big difference if you make 400,000 as net income, or if there is a 300,000 mortgage loan on it, because that leaves you with a lot less money.
Oh,
right. Yeah.
It's like you said, the fees and then the liens that's on the house from the loans that he took out that he couldn't pay, so they put a lien on that. So once that's paid off, then half of that goes to his brother, and then what's he's left with,
we
so
were
save it
talking.
up.
We were talking about his psychological stance, and I think Allo brought this up with. Is his name? What's his name? Allo, your
Jerry
last stream?
Rizzo.
Rizzo. I like that guy. Jerry's a cool dude. I really like him. He's got a good personality, man. I like that. You were talking about it, and you can only tell. I mean, the motherfucker has a major personality disorder. It's obvious, and he's fucking arguing with his fucking neighbor. I mean, who in the fuck does that? You got to live there. I mean, he's fucking arguing about. Well, I think it was over dog shit. Was that? I mean,
some dog shit that's somewhere near the fence, and the other guy actually comes off as a very civil dude, just say, hey, maybe you just want to make sure that your dog doesn't shit in my backyard. That's it, and that's the most normal thing in the world.
I wonder if Gino is listening.
And then Frank just fucking lost his shit over it because he was looking for a confrontation. That's the real reason.
Hey, there's Baguio. I see him. What's up?
Baguio Life is doing another live stream, I believe 6 p.m. Is that correct, Eric? 6 p.m. You're doing another live stream, and it was called, or is called, an offer for the Bantayan Titan. Please correct me on that one. If that's the case, please confirm in the live chat. Yeah, Baguio Life.
Yep, I see him. Yeah, but I want to tell everybody this, like I said before, if you're just coming into the chat, this is my first live stream. I'm not going to try to be like, I'm trying to say it in a nice way, but I ain't going to say, everybody who comes on and welcome. It just, the deal. Everybody's been doing this. I'm still learning, and I will gradually get this down. I don't know what's going on. I can see my skull as I speak on here, but everybody is saying that it's just white. So I got to figure out what's up with that. I think I screwed up. Settings, somewhere in the setting. I'll figure it out. But it doesn't matter whether or not it's white or not. The fucking voice dictates the response. So I'm calling out right now. We got 20 watching, and I know fucking Bama's watching. I know Frank, you're watching. If you got any balls, you can come over here. There's not to be any blocking. I don't give a fuck what you say. Just come on. Jerry the Fairy, I know you're watching. You got nothing else going. You're just staring at your wife's ass all day in the house. And just fucking, you can come over here, and you're making these awesome blogs about giving advice to the locals there about why or not you should come in. And I love it when Jerry the Fairy goes, personally, if it was, my advice, oh my God, I feel sorry for these foreigners that is getting advice from this fucking Firefly. I mean, what the fuck? It's got to be.
I mean, Jerry has always been a little bit of a know-it-all, And yes. I really like that encounter you had with him. I believe a couple of weeks ago on Big Kev's show. That was just fucking beautiful. That was just I just loved it. I just loved it. It's a top performance. It put you on the map of the community.
Shit,
you guys quit picking on my friend.
Who?
Jerry the Fairy.
Oh, hey, what's going on, Ed? Thank you for showing up. You're more than welcome. Anybody is welcome on this channel. You can say what the fuck you want, like I said. This is not Frank. This isn't Bama. I ain't going to block shit. Nothing's going to hurt my feelings. You guys say what the fuck you want. So, getting back to Jerry the Fairy, I don't know what it was, but when he started in on me, he just fucking stroked me the wrong way, dude. And instantly, when someone does that shit, it's fucking on. And I watched this boring show. I started falling asleep earlier this morning when his fucking show came on.
The guy has no
I know.
show.
I mean, I look at his subscribers and his show, and I'm going, fuck. Anybody with common sense turns that shit on and goes, oh, fuck, and rolls their eyes. I'm just rolling my eyes, I'm going, fuck. When he gives his advice about his fucking guys coming over and the visa thing and all of that, I was personally in there, I think it was a year ago, and I remember a guy saying, hey, we don't like the foreigners going on live giving advice about the BI's issues, because some of them misunderstand and they come in there and they argue, with us, and well, why isn't it this way? It was told, and they get upset, so there's too many foreigners, and then especially when he does his monthly budget reports. Oh my God. I'm going, just come to the Philippines. Either you're going to fucking hate like what we're doing, or you're just going to relax and have a good time. It's all about hate. What's up, DNC and Heidel? Fucking, I just want to fucking hate. I love the fucking drama. I got 22. We're going 22 strong. I'm like Big Kev right now. Yeah, Big Kev.
Look, I just want to tell you, you got like 49 subs, and you got like 20 plus people watching, listening to this right now. Right. And that's actually a perfect fucking outcome. Because if you look at all these other guys, they have like thousands. We look thousands of fucking subs. Right. So it's already comparable. I mean, first live stream, less than 100 subs. You already it's already there, because if all these other guys like with 1,000 fucking subs do live streams, it's not more than this. This is really the potential that's out there right now. I mean, post pandemic, I have seen all these other channels collapse. I mean, we have talked about Bama earlier, or Jay, or all these other guys. They don't make a lot more views per live stream or vlog if you look at the numbers, and that's actually that's a good sign. I mean, for the micro channels.
Well, no, you nailed it. If you're looking at a number sense, I've only, like you said, you only got 50 subs, and if you got half of that logging on and paying attention, if you figure that in a sense of 1,000 sub, that would be 500 viewers paying attention.
I mean, what I'm trying to say here is that you got a platform, and it's boom. Instantly, you got the platform. But you mentioned
I think
Jerry.
It's because too assholes on. You're the big asshole in the community. So that's why I've been talking to you in the background, trying to get this all started. And I'm a man of my word. I said I was going to get it going, but I just said fuck it. I'm going to do it because and nothing personal, Roberto. I don't want you today, but I understand it's all water under the bridge, but I want a free platform. I don't want someone saying I'm in charge. You're getting kicked off. You guys want to come up here? Frank, you're more than welcome to have a one-on-one conversation with your girlfriend, Roberto. I know you love Roberto so much. You're more than welcome to have a conversation. And I'm joking, Roberto, but you guys, I was going to say a while back when you guys started going at it, I was saying, when are these motherfuckers going to get married? But anyways, it's all about fucking fun. I just want to have fun. And I've got addicted to the drama. And to tell you the truth, it was Popeye back then, Popeye, and it was a bunch of other guys that got me into this shit. And I've learned a whole lot. So 22 strong. So anyways, about Jerry the Fairy you were talking about. Looked at a bunch of old videos from R&R. I was concentrating on that RRR shows back when you were fucking with Jerry and all that, and all the little pictures. Those are fucking hilarious. Whoever designed that, of him floating around the screen, I about fell out of the chair laughing. How did that shit start with Jerry the Fairy, Alo? How did that shit start?
Actually, Jerry was one of the guys who was discussing with me and Roberto to create RRR.
Oh.
He was one of the
Oh.
original guys. And what happened
Oh.
is I give you the short version. Jerry created the channel, and we came out with the promo. And the idea was that we would come together and have a good time, and talk about
Right.
stuff. Could be across the board. And what happened is because by that time I was already known in the community as some guy who was
Mm-hmm.
doing drama related stuff, and Jerry somehow had doubts, but he
Pushed
said,
out.
"Okay, I'm going to give it a try." And then he saw a video that came up on Roberto's channel. And he saw a promo where Roberto was at the shooting range, and he was like shooting at the at the target. And on that
Mm-hmm.
target, I think it was Ren Zero's face on that, and I'm not 100% sure if it was. And then when Jerry saw that, he fucking panicked, and he told me, or he asked me, "Is this going to be a drama channel?" Because the promo itself was kind of like
Oh.
Big Kev was on there, was screaming, and then there was heavy metal music. Then you see Roberto at the shooting range, and Jerry somehow realized, oh, it's probably going in a direction I don't want. And
You don't want to
that would
ruin
be
his image.
absolutely okay. That would be absolutely okay to back out. No problem with that. But at that point, I still thought Jerry is a decent guy who somehow values, uh, I would call this virtual friendship, because it's not really a real friendship like in real life, but that he was a man of his word, right? And he created
Mm-hmm.
that channel. And what happened is there were only 3 guys who had the password to that channel. It's me, it's Roberto, and it is him. And as people start to flock to our channel because of the promo, we already had like 100 subs, didn't do any live stream yet. And the next day, the channel was gone. And it said this channel was deleted by the owner. So,
Uh-huh.
um, and that is what actually, and I honestly tell you, that's what pissed me off. And it's, and
Mm.
Jerry always denied that. Jerry always denied, just like he denied being on that Rain Man video at the end of it. He
Yeah.
always said it's not me. It had nothing to do. I know for a fact that I didn't delete the channel. And I know for
Mm.
a fact that Roberto here had
Mm-hmm.
no intention of doing something like that. Why would he do that? Because later on he would come on RRR. He even wanted to continue the old RRR. There was no reason for him to delete the channel. The only reason somebody would delete it
Right.
is because that person was pissed and wanted to back out, and that was Jerry. And that's where, and I judge
Oh,
him
that's how
on
it.
that, because if he would have been a, how should I, if he would be a mature, decent person, he would just say, "Hey guys, I don't want to be part of this project, but now that the promo is out, hundreds of subs, I wish you good luck," and that's it. And that's when we started to see the real picture, because later on I would get info from others. They would tell me Jerry is talking shit about me, talking to a guy in New York, for instance, a good guy, by the way, who was often, I don't want to name him,
Mm-hmm.
name his name.
Mm-hmm.
He told me, "Hey, Alo, by the way, Jerry is talking shit about you." And then I realized, okay, yeah, I'm not surprised, because Jerry, every single time, and this is what you don't know about him, because Jerry and I
Mm-hmm.
used kind of close, as close as you can
Really?
get in this community. Yeah, we were kind of close, because every time I did a live stream on Quentong Beleu or on my own show, he would
Yeah.
call me on Facebook and we would talk almost every time, like 30 to 40 minutes. And he would be very opinionated. And I would just sit there and laugh and listen to him, because, Jerry is not a bad guy. That's what I thought. And I still think he's not a bad guy, though. But the thing is, he called me and he would talk about all these other guys. And he would rant about 2 types of people. One is the military guys, okay? And he somehow, and then you must have felt that resentment that he had towards you being ex-military or veteran or whatever you want to call it, and also
Yeah,
the same
yeah.
with Dave. Okay, also with Dave,
Oh, did he
and
give Dave shit like that too about his
he
military
was
stuff?
on the Pony Show, that reunion show, and then
Oh,
Dave was on
oh,
there, and then he
mm,
asked Dave, "So Dave, what have you been up to?" And Dave knew that he was trying to fuck with him, because Dave left the comment then
yeah,
in our group chat with
yeah,
Lauren and
yeah,
Roberto, right? He said Jerry is back to his passive aggressive blah 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 techniques, and he was
yeah.
right about that. He felt it. I knew what Jerry was up to, but Jerry is the type of guy who wants to play cool, and his true colors showed when you told him he is some
Mm-hmm,
sort of a guy who turned his back on the US, and that's what
mm-hmm.
gets him. That pisses him off, because Jerry
Right.
always tries to come off as a nice guy, a decent guy on all these live streams. But then he lost his fucking temper, raised his voice, starts to yell at you, making comments about you and your family, and so on and so forth. And that's the true Jerry,
Yeah.
because he is very, very pissed. And then the next time on the live stream, he tried to play it cool, like, "Hey, come on, WTF, don't be so mad. Come on, it's just
This is
entertainment." That's
entertainment.
the
Yeah,
fake.
yeah,
That's the fake, Jerry. Because let me
yeah.
tell you this:
I
when
know
we
it is.
started the Discord group a couple of years ago, the original group,
Mm-hmm,
Jerry, I was an administrator in that group. Jerry came to me and said, "Alo, you need to make sure that John Doe is going to be kicked from the Discord group because," and I quote, "I did not work all my life to get to this point just for him to harass me." He basically told us to get rid of John
mm-hmm.
Doe in the Discord group because he can't handle it, because he's so sensitive. And this is the
Oh,
key. And
yeah.
you actually figured it out. When you talk to Jerry to trigger him, you don't let him talk. You just talk over him. You just put him down. You tell him stuff
Mm-hmm.
like, "Go back to your washwoman. Shut up, Jerry. Shut up. Your opinion doesn't matter. Fuck off. I don't care. Just be silent." That just fucking pisses him off. He won't tell you that. He won't tell you that. He won't admit, because Jerry is the
Mm-hmm.
type of guy who's very, very sensitive about his public image. He actually
The
told me he
theory,
can't be
the
associated
theory.
with RRR because he cares about his image. And I was always wondering, Jerry, what image? What image, Jerry?
Exactly.
Jerry is the type of guy, he thought that if he would come to the Philippines, he
Oh, I
thought that
know.
when he comes to the Philippines, he thought that his channel would fucking take off. And now we see that nobody actually fucking watches his channel. And it's basically very pathetic, because the guy has like thousands of subs. And the only reason, and since we talk about Jerry, and I actually never talk about issues like that, but the only reason why he did this dive vlog where he was at the
Mm,
hotel, it's not about the info that he gives out. In Jerry's
yeah.
world, it's about himself. When he does the
Right.
budget vlog, it's not about, "I want to give you an overview about how much life costs in the Philippines." It's more about, "Look at me, listen to me. I'm going to touch my glasses. I'm going to talk like a professor. I'm going to talk like as if I'm a VIP. I'm giving you the ins and outs." He fucking loves that, to talk about some Excel sheets or some whatever topic,
Mm-hmm.
because he
Yep.
loves to fucking hear his own voice. And he just fucking admit it. Jerry is
Yeah.
a type
Well.
of guy, he is, in my view, is basically broken fucking material, because if you know a little bit something about his family background,
No, I
then
don't. Yeah.
you do then you will come to that conclusion, and he's very sensitive about shit.
Oh
But
fuck yeah. Do you,
he found the right woman. He found really the right woman, because his woman actually is, she's kind of nice.
yeah.
Diana, she's kind of nice, but she's the kind of Filipino who will tell her husband all the time, "Oh, you're so guapo, you're so matalino, you're so good." And the thing is, sometimes it's true. In the case of Jerry, it's absolutely not true. But the thing is, he needs that kind of shit. He needs this kind of shit, because he's probably some sort of issues with his fucking self-confidence. But rest assured, Jerry is one of the biggest fucking narcissists in
Oh,
all
big time.
of the
Big
fucking
time.
Philippines YouTube community. And when he says it's all guys, it's all entertainment. It's
Yeah, I
it's
know.
just a way for him to come off cool and relaxed, but it's just pisses him off big time.
Well,
And
you remember,
last but not least, WTF,
yeah,
rest
yeah,
assured that if there
yeah.
is ever somebody who is coming after us, after you, after me, after Roberto, he will be rooting for the other side. He just backed
Oh, of
down
course. He,
for Ricky because he knew maybe Ricky is not going to be that guy, but he is the type of guy
yeah,
who holds a grudge against every single one of us here on this panel. And he would fucking love if somebody would come and kick our fucking asses and would
yeah,
dox us. Then he would be on
yeah.
the other side. And then you see in all these fucking years, that little Mo Tavern licensee holder has a fucking grudge against all of us.
Well, you noticed that day when the first time when me and him on Big Kev's show fucking went at it, and that's why I was thinking Big Kev was getting upset at me because I know they are friends, so it's like what the fuck, and me, I just say what I got to say, and when he started, I sensed it right away, like you were saying, Aloe. I knew right away what his attitude and what his personality was. He was trying to scratch at the surface and see if he got a response. I'm not stupid, okay? But he is a coward. He fucking ran from the United States. You can tell he's got a liberal fucking bullshit attitude,
Yeah.
pussy, and who in the fuck sits there and puts on a live show, like I said, and says, was it a good idea to come to the Philippines? I mean, fuck, who cares? Is that all you got going, Jerry? Is that it? I mean, why don't you're fucking hate. You don't. And then when he was drilling me, he goes, what unit you serve in? What rank? And I'm going, God damn, this motherfucker doesn't know anything about serving his country. And I'm not saying that people that haven't served are shit, but when the motherfucker digs at you like he did, he deserved to get his ass squat that day. Don't I don't like talking about it, but if someone calls me out, I'm going to say it. It doesn't matter. I
I'm
mean,
paying
fuck
taxes.
him.
I'm paying your salary.
Oh,
That
yeah.
sort of
You know
attitude.
what he
That
was
sort of
trying to
attitude.
insinuate? He was trying to say,
He
he
was
was trying
trying
to
to treat you
say,
like a fucking waiter.
well, yeah, I was his little bitch doing his beckoning, and fuck him.
You
Jerry,
could
if you're
basically,
listening to
if you
this,
were a mean guy, you could
yeah,
basically turn it around and say, you fucking immigrant
yeah,
Tajikistan camel riding goat herd from Nagorno Karabakh in Armenia. Fuck you. Fuck you.
fuck him.
You are just a fucking clown, you're a fucking refugee, if you were like a mean fucking guy, you could answer him that way, but for him to tell you, talking down to you because you were in the military,
Yeah,
that's just fucking off the charts arrogant. And then,
yeah. Well,
that's a little bit the problem with our friend from Valencia.
yeah. Well, he's sitting up there, and then he said this morning, it's quite cooler up here, and I don't run my air conditioner. Well, what the fuck? If you were a high roller, he's got a brand new truck. Fucking, he's up there high rolling it. Fuck. What are you worrying about fucking the AC? It's just like with Frank. I'm trying to understand these guys,
Yeah,
Jerry.
look,
Yeah,
with Jerry,
yeah.
okay, with Jerry, it's this.
Right.
Jerry somehow wants to create this aura. I don't know if I
Uh,
pronounced that right. The aura of
oh,
success and money. And when I uh,
yeah,
wear cheap clothes and live in the middle of nowhere, then I'm going to tell you there is a good reason for it. I'm just clever. You guys are spending too much on this and that. I'm prepared. I have my Excel sheets here. I know what I am doing. I have read Ned in the Philippines ebook, and I did the
mm-hmm,
bachelor course of the frog, and I know exactly what I am doing. The funny thing
mm-hmm,
is, um, we, the guys on here, and
mm-hmm.
others that I usually regularly talk to, these guys have been to the Philippines, I don't know, many, many times. Some of them have property in the Philippines, Filipino in-laws, and they don't come on fucking YouTube brag about being an expert or even trying to. And yet here he is, a guy who has been living in the Philippines for what, like 2 years, and has been to the Philippines a few times prior to that.
Right. He
Tells
acts
you
like yeah.
about all the culture and this and that and ins and out. Tells you everything about you need to know about being a successful expat. Makes it sound as if he is the official expert for all things expats in the Philippines. It's like, it's between 3 to 5 years that expats are going to make a decision if they stay or not, and the successful ones, blah 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 blah, and the ones that will go back, blah 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 blah. I mean, who is this dude, right? I mean, it has know it all over the place, written know it all over the place. If you listen to Jerry K.
Yeah, and you've been here way over 6 years, going on 7, and this guy is sitting there, and I don't claim to be Mr. Know-it-all, but I mean, fuck. And then when you say that, he goes, "No, you don't. You haven't been here." Like you said, Aloe, he's just, I don't know. I after watching your old RRR shows, I completely understood what was going on. I went back as far as I could and was getting little snippets of the shows, and you guys were raking him through the fucking coals. Oh man, I was laughing my
And
ass
he
off.
actually never forgot that. He never forgot that. Because one time
Yeah.
when he was raging about you, he said something very interesting. He said, "Oh, so I'm a used car salesman and I'm broke, right? I'm a used
Mhm.
car salesman and I'm broke, right?" And you never brought that up. You never mentioned that. You never said something about that. And this used car salesman tag, that comes from the RRR show, because that's
No.
how we talked about the guy, and he fucking hated that. Because if you want to get under Jerry K's skin, you talk or ridicule his status as a successful expat, because he wants to come off as a successful guy. When he shows you that fucking SUV that he bought, or that pickup truck or whatever it is, and he
Uh-huh.
tells you, okay, I paid like this and this and this. It's not as if he just does that on the side, like, hey, look, this is
Right.
how it is. It's like,
Right.
look at me, I'm the greatest, I'm so great, I can pay this like as if it's nothing,
Right.
I'm
Right.
super successful. And when I go diving, this is exactly the pickup truck I need, because I'm a diver. Okay, I go night diving, I go day diving, I dive in the kiddie pool with no oxygen, and sometimes I use oxygen because I'm so cool I don't even need an oxygen tank when I go night diving. That kind of shit is what he does. And again,
Yeah. Yeah.
his
Yeah.
vlogs are more about him than anybody else. It's not putting out good info. It's about, look at me, I'm a successful guy.
Personally, he's a fucking idiot. I mean, he's one of the most. I mean, I think Bama has a little bit more intelligence in him. That's saying a lot. I mean, the guy, I he like you were saying, he wants to come off as like he's a high roller, just like Jay and Frank. He's no different. I mean, who gives a fuck if he has a fucking truck and he fucking goes out there? It's just like, geez, man. And like I said, little man syndrome. It's
Yeah.
exactly as keyed on. That's what he is. You know, I mean, personally, to tell you the truth, in the many years being there and here, I have learned that actually having a car is a pain in the fucking ass. You know, I mean, it really is. You don't realize what kind of liability you have as a foreigner driving a car. I mean, you think, I've seen other foreigners. You look at, what's that guy's name over in, that has the Sorry Sorry store over in, um, where is it? It's in Lausanne. You know what I'm talking about, Aloe? He's on
Every
Walking
man is
Street.
every man is an idiot, or that guy. No, that's another guy. Every man has a story.
No, no, no. I can't think of it now. I'm brain dead.
Is the expat guy are
Is
you
it?
talking about?
Is it Philly in the not Philly in the Philippines? The other guy.
Philly in the Philippines is Brian, and
Yeah,
then
I
there's
know
other
Brian.
Philo in the
Philo.
Philippines.
Right,
Philo,
right.
yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, Philo or whatever. his wife and him have a nice place and a sorry store and everything. And I think he's an ex-correctional officer.
Yeah, he
Really,
is.
a really cool dude. But anyways, I see him putting out content, and I know fucking most of the shit is clickbait. I know how they do it. It's whatever it is, it is. But you know, as far as this guy going up, fucking being up in Valencia, I mean, honestly, that place is a fucking. I mean, it's nice to get away, and there are a lot of foreigners up there and everything. But to be honest, Dumaguete is oversaturated. I mean, it is fucking oversaturated with foreigners. I mean, all those girls have been tapped 8 or 9 times. I mean, who knows? You got. Hey, did I hear the Mexican Jew? He's fucking went live. He said he was over there and he was going to Dumaguete. Is that true? Did I hear that correctly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mexican Jew is, I think he arrived in Manila a couple of days ago, and he mentioned that he is going to stay around 2 to 3 months. I'm not 100% sure. And he mentioned that he's going to do Maguete, which would be cool if he would go and meet Jerry Kay, because
Right.
this is what you need to know. Jerry Kay was the guy behind those drive-by videos, like Clausen's Place, MJ's Place,
I didn't know
Roberto's Place. And he still believes that we think or don't know that he was at the end of that video. It was like in his dive suit, like, putting out showing a victory sign or something like that. And it's the same fucking it was the same type of pic that he has put out over the last few months, because there are a couple of pictures of him in his dive suit, and it is Jerry. It's 100% him. And I asked him about that. Why did you not just admit it? Because it's so fucking obvious.
Right.
It
Right.
fucking obvious. By the way, Eric asked me if he could get on the show, if he could get the link.
Yeah. Let me throw it out here while you guys are talking. I got to figure this out. Let's see. Okay, hold on. Guess, invite. There we go.
I still think Jerry DeFer is a cool guy. I don't care what anybody says.
When Jerry will come on here, you just tell him, Jerry, I love your fucking show. I love your vlogs. I think you're the best vlogger. Thumbs up.
Yep.
Good. That's how you treat Jerry. And it's the same with Frank. When you see Frank somewhere, say you're the best, you're the greatest, you're the cutest guy.
Okay.
Stroke their egos. Give them a little reach around, make them happy.
Yeah, I can't believe I heard you just say that, Roberto. Are you really close to him? I know you're joking. Oh man,
I like him a lot. I love him so much.
Are you having a gangbang over there or what?
More like a reach around.
Oh, Canada. That's for Kanoy in the Philippines.
Yeah. Okay. See, now you guys help me out. I'm new to this. I'm not ashamed to ask for help. I can post and send it to email, but I'm having an issue here why it's not allowing.
Well, if you give me a wrench, I can put it on there.
Oh, I hope it didn't just jump off the show, Roberto.
Yeah, we'll take over. It's okay.
You guys there? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I still hear you.
Okay.
What's the avatar came up?
Now we see your fucking skull.
Okay.
There you go.
I accidentally hit it. That's what it was.
That's
you
go.
It was. I figured it out.
The skull.
Just fucking around while we're. Hey! I wanted to say I still have the skull, but do you notice the headphones on the top? You see it? That's my new thing. I found that and I designed that, and it's hardcore gaming, and our new show, Talking Shit. So the skull now has the headphones.
I love it. It's great. People will remember it.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I wasn't going to change the skull. Everybody knows me by that. Everybody's tried to copy it. Okay, Alo or Roberto, how do you get a link posted in the chat? You go to guests. It says invite a guest.
Right. Then you'll see the link, and then you just copy and paste.
Yeah, copy paste.
It says copy to clipboard.
Highlight it and copy it. And
As if you would write a comment
okay.
in the chat. You just put
just
it
throw
in
it on the chat.
Okay.
Yeah,
shoot it out.
Okay. Gotcha. I appreciate it. I'm learning this shit as we go. And it's all about, I wonder why we don't get, Frank, fucking all those guys. Usually Frank loves to come over. It's a new show. I mean, he's free to come over here.
Yeah, no, Frank doesn't do that. I'm telling you, Frank is not going to do that. Frank wants control. Frank doesn't go where he has no control. He wants to control who says what, when, and how. And if he has the slightest fucking doubt that you do not admire him, then he is going to block you. And that's a lot of people who don't admire Frank. That's a long list of fucking blocked people on his channel. And the funny thing is that I actually am blocked on his channel, but he's not blocked on mine. He can comment whatever he wants on my channel, but for him, it's obviously not a contradiction in itself to block others, although they do not block him. Maybe that's the setting, or that's the mindset of a superstar who thinks that when he goes on a show that he is some sort of a crowd magnet. I don't know. Or if he just sees the world one-dimensional. I do not know.
Well, I think he's more of a self-loathing person, a person that's feeling or expressing disgust with himself. That's what I feel about Frank. Self-loathing.
Hey, how did that love and hate relationship start? How did you guys start? What was the original thing that started you guys off, Roberto?
Well, I mean, it goes back because when I first saw him, I kind of liked him at first because, he was talking about, well, I'm getting ready to go to the Philippines. I'm experiencing this. He's going online, meet girls and all that stuff. And then when he finally made it to the Philippines and he did a GoFundMe, I made a comment on there, said, man, you're doing it all wrong. And then when I heard that he actually gave the money to his girlfriend instead of using it, then I made a comment like, dude, for 3,000 pesos, that's a lot of money. You can feed you can buy, like 3 sacks of rice and distribute it, make it like, a kilo a family or something, and he I can't remember what he said, and he blocked me and all that stuff, and then it went down from there. Yeah.
Anybody wants to come on live is more than welcome. I just sent the link. There's Bama right there. Whiskey Tango Foxtrot, the disability moocher. I love. Hey, what's up? What's up? I hate you just can't show your face. You're hiding behind a sock account. Is that all you got? Come on, guys. Oh my goodness.
But when trolls make other accounts, like trolls get troll accounts, that's the best you want. And it's already happening to you, WTF, because I've been a troll for ages now, and I see that there are people out there using my avatar, also using my name, and that's a good thing, because as a troll, you actually want people to talk about you. It's good when they talk about you in a positive way, but it is better if they start trying to troll you, because that's what trolling is all about. Trolling has a rather negative connotation. And as long as they talk about you, that's a good thing. I actually encourage people to use the Chester and call themselves whatever they want, Alois or Alo or Alu or whatever. I have seen a couple of troll accounts out there now, and that's good. You want to encourage that, because when you
I love it.
people, then you become then it's relevant, because it's always relevant enough for them to react, always relevant enough to create channels, always relevant enough to come to your show and comment. And that's what you try to do as a troll. And as time goes by, we will get better and better at it.
What's up, Bag Yell Life?
Oh, you guys want some hate? So
I want some hate. Let's bring it.
Let me get this shit straight before I tell a Jerry story. Okay.
Yeah.
Jerry has a problem with people that were in the military.
Yeah.
Of course, he will deny that, but
Okay.
people don't admit I have a problem with the military. But the thing is, he always goes after a certain type of people, and when he talks down to them like you are paid by my taxes, then it gives you that it gives you that mindset that something is wrong here.
Well,
attitude wise.
Okay, I'll tell you two stories about Jerry. When Jerry got his motorcycle, then he went and got a car. And what we all told him, people told him, do not put shit in your name.
No.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
It's a big no.
Okay, let me think. Let me go through my list. Every bill in the house, internet, water, electric, my car. My wife doesn't have a driver's license, but she's the registered owner. The only thing that my name is on, and I took this out of the Aloe de Winter School of Business, we invested in was property.
That's a bad use right there.
How about your ID, Eric? How about your ID? Eric, how about your ID? Is it your name or your wife's name on your ID?
No, actually, hold on. Let me get it out because I think my permanent resident ACR card has her name on it.
No, it does on the back, on the right-hand side.
Your picture, but her name, right?
Or
your
on
picture,
the right
but her
hand.
name.
Hey,
hold on,
Eric,
I got.
It's on the top right-hand side. It'll say she's your sponsor. So.
Yeah. Because I'm on a 13A. Then okay, here's the one thing that really. This is the one thing that I got an older one. I've had mine for 5 years now. I got to go get mine renewed.
Well, let me ask you something first, Eric. Let me ask you something.
Yeah.
If I were to take my wife to the Philippines, does she have to get that too? If we're just, like there 6 months out of the year, or?
I don't know. Honestly, Roberto, it worked out cheaper than tourist renewals.
Yeah.
She would get
don't you automatically get a balikbayan?
You ought to. Yes.
Right
first
away.
Year.
Yeah.
She get the balikbayan and then she's ready, set, go. No problem.
Yeah, no problem. As long as you got your Philippine passport, right, Roberto?
Well, yeah, I do, yeah. And
or you can also show your American passport, and then it says in your passport, I believe it says place of birth, right?
Yeah, Philippines.
Yeah.
And then if it says Philippines, they accept it at the immigration desk.
Okay, here's the second thing that pissed me off about him. He went on a live stream and made a generalized fucking statement that all women who get together with foreigners are uneducated, low-hanging fruit, basically, to sum it up.
Who said that?
Jerry.
Who said that again?
Jerry.
Jerry the Ferry.
Yeah, the funny thing about Jerry is, and I have spoken
hold on,
about
Alan,
it.
I'm not done yet. To me,
okay,
that demeans my wife, who has a 4-year degree. That demeans Roberto's mother.
Yeah.
Your mother, WTF's wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever he has.
Oh, that's fucked up. Boyfriend?
Well, I don't know. You hang out with Aloe, he might have took you down for some lady boys on walking.
Well, I'm not going to deny it. He did send. Aloe did send me some emails that made me go, "Oh shit!" Because he told me, I go, "Hey, are you prepping for the show?" And he says, "Yeah, I'm whacking one out right now." And I started laughing.
to me, that is demeaning.
Yeah,
Then he tried to become in the same live stream an expert on 13A visas, which I've had.
Oh,
since
yes.
2018.
Yes, I hate that motherfucker. Oh my God.
You know, but if you interpret that, it's kind of like saying, I have information, I have knowledge that I want to share to the world, and I'm going to jump on my show and I'm going to tell you about it because I'm Jerry. I have good info. It's the same shit with the foreign exchange rate. And by the way, the reason why I came out with that short clip about the Vice transfer stuff,
long live
the reason
Bong
why I
Bong.
did that is because I just thought, why is it that these so-called vloggers in the Philippines make it a big deal when they come out with some info that's not even very useful? Because if you really want to come out with good info, just do it. It takes you 2 to 3 minutes to come out and say, hey, this is TransferWise or any other app. This is how I do it. These are the reasons why I use it. Check it out. Thanks. Goodbye. But for them, it's like a 3 hours fucking live stream about different exchange rates, and this is what you need to look for. And I know a dealer in Cebu who will give you a better exchange rate, and you need to wait until the end of the month, and you do this and you do that, and Land Bank of the Philippines has a US veterans account, and blah 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 blah. Just cut it short, come out with the real info, and stop the fucking bullshit. Because the info is just, the info is just not useful. It's not valuable. Who gives a fuck, right?
Okay,
Who gives a fuck? You could basically just say fuck it and just do drama all day long and be transparent about it. Don't come off or don't try to come off as some sort of a know-it-all, telling us, you need to do this, you need to do that. You can do 2 minutes fucking blogs and say, this is what you need to look out for. These are the areas where you find the good condo. Go to this place, go to that place, check out this site, boom, bang, done. Okay, but for these fucking bloggers, it's all about themselves. Like, look at me, and I tell you exactly what you need to do, and this is my Excel sheet and PowerPoint presentation. Fuck that. It's all bullshit.
Let's just sum this up. You want the exchange rate put Forex app on your fucking phone. That's it. Push one fucking button, put in USD, Philippine peso, and it gives you the exchange rate.
Yeah.
Oh, I have to congratulate Bong Bong Marcos.
Yeah. Yeah. We were just talking about that earlier.
By the way, okay, here's a good one. Jerry's from Chicago. Which way do his politics lean?
Fucking far
Who is Philippine Adventure, by the way? Who is Philippine? I just read HD's comment. Our Philippine Adventure is another guy who knows it, who thinks he knows it all. Who is that? It rings a bell. It's like
I'm trying to think too. I can't. Fuck.
I'm gonna put a shameless plug in tonight, 6 p.m. Aloe, DeWinter, and I are gonna be updating on Baguio Drama Club. Bummer. And we have an offer for Frank he can't refuse because Aloe and I got
offer for Frank you can't refuse. I mean, by the way, Eric, extend an invitation to all the guys on here.
They're more than welcome. What I'll do is for WTF in the private StreamYard chat, I will leave my email address.
Yeah, do it right
William
now.
Abrams. Okay, yeah, I know that guy, William Abrams. Mm-hmm. Okay,
send it to me, Eric, in the back, and I'll screenshot it so I'll save it.
I asked WTF yesterday if it would be okay to give his email to you, Eric.
I'm solving the problem right now.
I got it.
So tonight, believe it or not, Aloe and I have evidence that will give Frank a fucking 6 counts of cyber libel on Bama.
Really?
Yeah.
Come on, spill the fucking beans, man. Don't wait for your show.
6 o'clock tonight.
This is all a fucking hate show. Come on.
I can confirm this for hate. Bama, I know you're gonna find this and listen. Yeah. I turned you into BIR, and I gave your docket number to Bureau of Immigration. You don't believe me? Alo's got the emails for
No,
video,
this is, by the way, I can confirm this. That's the stuff Eric does. I can confirm this. I've seen the email, I've seen the screenshots. Eric does go to these fucking forums, downloads the fucking templates, puts Bama's name in there, sends it out to every fucking agency that there is in the Philippines, and he actually does shit like that. That's I can confirm that because I have seen it. He has sent it to me on my FB.
And his email. But I do have some information to put out. I've got the sentencing guidelines for what Bama did.
Yeah.
Hang on, guys. I gotta go grab beer. Hang on.
Hey, I do want to say something before you get going on that, Eric. When I went to Cebu, I was only there for 2 days. I was dealing with an issue with the family. And I walked over there and spoke to someone. I'm not going to disclose any names right now. I'll talk to Alo in the background on this.
Yeah.
They're getting ready to ambush Bama. And they said that the criminal charges are more important. But as soon as he gets into the system, you know how the Philippine system is really slow, the courts.
Yeah.
They're going to ambush him and then tack onto that. And while he's there, they're going to arrest him.
Well, that's what I want to talk about because and I can confirm. I'll give you a little hint.
Yep.
Barry stayed with somebody. Basically, did it just to piss Alo off, but nothing pisses Alo off.
Yeah.
Barry went to a sorry store while he was there and ran up a 3,500 peso bill, not knowing that the owner of the sorry store was related to said person's family. Was part of the said person's family, and which Barry denies. And also, I have some emails out to the guy that helped Barry in Miganelia last time that Barry skipped out on $15K in rent and 6,500 and sorry cigarettes and beer bill from an older lady. But we're not going to get into that. We'll get into that in a couple hours at 6 p.m. I'm actually in an hour and 90 minutes. I'm going to Alo's recommended restaurant.
What's that? Oh,
hang on a second. You are at the restaurant there now?
No, I'm gonna go check out the menu and see what's going on.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Let me know what you think. Fantastic overview. I think it's Outlook Drive or something like that.
Yeah, it's Outlook Drive out behind the country club. So,
that's a fantastic.
Now, back to Bama, that piece of shit that likes to run his fucking mouth.
Yeah, I know.
A message for Bama. Bama, Barry, you had your shot at Frank. You didn't take it.
Yep. That's right.
How about that ugly fucking ribeye he cooked? That was like more fat than beef. Fuck me.
Yeah. I mean, okay, you know what's funny about that? You see him begging and all this, and he gets this persona on his face that, oh, he's suffering, and you guys, I need all this help, and then all of a sudden he's eating like a king. You know, that motherfucker. I mean, I'm just.
He didn't make up his fucking mind. He didn't make up his fucking mind. What is the right strategy? Either I'm going to be the e-beggar, the poor guy, please help me out, or I'm going to show you, hey, you can't put me down. I'm living like a king. I mean, you have to decide, and it's part of the confusion because most of these guys, they are really not good at it. They don't have a strategy, and they really do not know what they are doing. And in the case of Bama, a couple of days ago, he said, "I'm done with fucking live streaming. This shit is too much for me. It affects me. I'm fucking losing my mind over this shit. I shouldn't be dealing with it, right? I shouldn't be dealing with this." And then a few days later, his sponsors tell him, "Bama, don't give in. You need to do this." And I wonder, why is it that our famous community member CW over in the Middle East, who said several times, I got the resources to keep Bama there, I have money, I have resources, why is it that your guy Bama can't even pay the 50,000 for his lawyer if CW really has resources?
Okay, now look, let's
question mark.
I put it in the chat earlier. If you go over to Bama's community page, you see where he put the lawyer receipt up. He did not pay 20,000 pesos. He paid 18,000 pesos. Went and got himself some pork steak and fixings for meatloaf and ribeye.
Exactly. That motherfucker, you know that guy CW, I think he's in the United Emirates or he's somewhere.
He's either Abu Dhabi or Dubai.
Right, Dubai. I think he's in Dubai. He acts like he's a fucking high roller. You know, I think me and Allo, you remember that Allo on that show, we're saying, is that all you're going to give? Come on. Make it worthwhile. Send 1,000 US or 2,000.
At least come up for the legal fee.
I want to be able
bragging about
it. Okay. Can we promote a channel for? We got to support the one that's screwing Barry just because she's putting the screws to Barry.
Who's that?
McDimple's Philippine Life.
McDimples.
Oh, yeah. I'm subbed to her. Dimples is the queen, man.
McDimples with large Sprite and large fries.
And honestly, you want hate? Allo offered to get her a lawyer. She refused.
Yeah. You know, I'm happy that Dimples is doing that. She needs to stand up for all the Filipino women that have been screwed over by this guy.
Yeah, exactly.
But she needs to stand up.
Actually, you haven't been around. Allo and I have been trying to track down. What's her name, Allo?
Oh,
Allo was doing it too. What's her name?
You're talking about from Davao?
No, Jenny.
Not that back? Oh, okay. Yeah.
Allo must be rubbing one off.
Yeah. Well, are you rubbing one off? Did you finish, Allo? Are you okay?
No, I was just reading DNC's comment about, or rather, question rather. Are there any attorneys over there that accept payment in slot machine payout tickets?
Oh,
that points to the Fazio case.
Do you want to point something out? A foreigner farming in the Philippines said on a foreigner farming in the Philippines on Behold, right? Mm-hmm. Said on a live stream, his lawyer accepts chickens as payment.
I remember seeing that. Yeah. You know that guy, Eric, he's getting slammed by another channel for fraud shit, scamming.
Oh, thank you very much. I'm the researcher for that channel.
You know who I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, expat scammers and wait a minute, hold on.
Something facts or whatever.
Raw facts. This is hold on.
Yeah, the one that Allo was blamed, that Indian guy with the watch.
He's not he's the guy. David's not Indian. He is European, but he's from Europe, way further
north. He's probably
north.
from the UK. Could he be from the UK?
No, hold on. Now this is the channel. The name Exposing Expat Scammers Philippines.
Okay.
I'm the researcher for that channel. So
there are actually a couple of those channels these days.
I know, but I had to take time off because Fat Gap Tooth Ricky Drama brought Allo out of retirement.
Speaking of Ricky Drama, I must say I'm a little bit disappointed about everything because I believe
I agree.
He would have been a perfect punching
adversary.
Bag for months to come.
Good adversary.
Yeah, punching bag. Yeah, and now he's probably not coming back. I think because he lost the channel, he knows that he can't just start again and monetize it. So he might not come back.
Channel, there is a guy I know that's in the process. Bama, if you're listening, please, you need to hear this, buddy. Your channel is in the mist, just like fucking Fat Slob is about ready to be taken down. So your little AdSense that you're getting from that, you better find out some other way to get your money. It's about ready to get, no, I'm serious. It's about ready to get taken down. There's other ways to skin a cat.
Yeah, but here's the thing. The guy that I'm on Exposing Expat Scammers, he's British.
Yeah. Are you the one that's backing him? You're the one that's doing that?
I'm the researcher. I'm not the one on the. There's actually a bunch of us. There's one guy is a Viking from Norway because he talks about giving people the fucking blood eagle. He's actually going to be related to me soon because he is actually getting married to my wife's cousin over here in the Cagayan Valley. So, I am not the only foreigner in the family. So fuck it. But okay, now back to Bama.
Yeah,
or you want Bama. You want Bama or you want Jerry? Because I'm still pissed off.
Fucking hate both of those bastards. You can talk about any of them. This new show is nothing but fucking hate. Stick it in their fucking ass. Fucking screw them and give a reach around. I don't give a fuck.
Don't
you
even
say
give
what
them
you
a
want.
fucking.
Give whatever you want. Fucking lay it. Go ahead.
I'm still not over the fact that Jerry said that about Philippine women. That we all are married and date low-hanging fruit. What the fuck?
What are you doing? Reading the chat? Don't read the chat. I don't even pay attention.
I'm waiting to see if Barry's sugar daddy shows up.
I would like to ask you WTF, and I think that's a good question here also for the audience. What do you want to do with this channel? What's the vision of this channel? How many times a week will you be live? Will you be live several times a week? Give us a little bit an overview. What can people out there expect from this channel here, from this live streaming channel here?
Okay. I don't give a fuck about AdSense. I don't give a fuck about subscribers. Well, actually, I do, for the point of getting the word out. But I am wanting to do anywhere from 3 to 4 a week. It just depends. I'm going to speak to Aloe in the background, his availability, all the other guys. I want to get this out there, and that's why I want people to know that this channel will have a free, open. There's no worry about being timed out. You can say what you want to say. I don't give a fuck. You can try to fucking expose us. You can do whatever you think you may be able to do. This is the perfect forum to do it on. Okay, because I'll be honest, I've been on a lot of shows, and if something is misinterpreted, you get kicked off or whatever, and granted, it's water under the bridge. I get it. And I'm not naming names, but I want this channel. I want this channel, the guys, to be able to fucking vent, fucking slam, chismis, chismosa, chismoso, whatever you fucking want to do. This is going to be it. And you've seen the emblem on the advertising, the show coming out. I did it a couple days ago, and I named this channel WTF Crew, or WTF Hate Crew, and it's basically a spinoff of RRR. And I want to build it, and it's nothing but a Philippine genre fucking hate crew. We're fucking gonna expose all these dirtbags, fucking laugh at them. I want this channel to be nothing but fucking fun. Hello, that's it.
Yeah. Thank you for that.
Yep.
What do you think about that, Eric? You also renamed your channel to, I believe, Baguio Drama Club. Is that correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
And why is that?
And well, it started for two things: Ricky Drama, but we had to get away from Ricky Drama because Bama getting a subpoena. That's just too. Couldn't let that shit go. And here's the thing: we've all suspected that he abused women in the past, right? Somebody just stood up for him, and I feel sorry for him because I saw McDimple's friends list. Aloe saw McDimple's friends list. There might be some Philippine justice served out. Bama.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. It looks everything he's eating. It's like he's eating like a convict, knowing he's going to go to jail.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, HD, it was good having you on. I mean to interrupt you. Hey, HD, you're welcome back anytime you want. Anybody that's on this show, this is just the first debut, and it's fucking, we're just feeling this out. I will be available anywhere from 2 to 3 nights. I will give a warning, or mornings. I'm trying to hit the market, both U.S. and Philippine time, so it's a mutual time to where it could benefit both. And this, I'm wanting it to grow. But like I said, all you guys who want to come here and vent, Bama, you're more than welcome to come here. I'm not going to corner you. I ain't going to say shit. If you've got anything you want to say that'll clear your name, you're more than welcome to come here.
That would be a very long show.
Yeah. Do what, Aloe? What did you say?
That would be a very long show if he would come here and
He's
say
more than
something to
welcome.
clear
You know?
his name. Yeah.
Yeah,
He doesn't.
I would love.
He doesn't have a set in. He's got less nuts than Frank. At least Frank has one. Bama has none.
Well, I will say, yeah, I will say you're correct. That any positive thing for Frank would be one nut. Frank, you're more than welcome to come here and clear your name, because I know that's very important to you. All you guys that are in the asshole community, you're more than welcome to come on this show and you can say whatever you want. I'm not going to kick you off. I could care less. This is all about laughing our asses off. And I think you guys come here and you need to clear your name. Just go make it personal, whatever you want to do. If you want to come on here and call us assholes and we're full of shit, you're more than welcome. Jerry the Fairy, you're Mr. Know-It-All of the Philippines, and Dumageddon, you're more than welcome to come on the show. You jump on to Big Kev's show quicker than shit. Okay, you need to get off of that nipple and come on over here to the real show and fucking speak your mind, Jerry. I know you want to. So anyways, I'm done with that.
What kind of nipple? A male nipple or a female nipple?
It doesn't matter.
A goat's nipple.
For a mushroom. or the mushroom man.
Fucking goat's nipple with its cyst around it.
I want to know the truth, Aloe. Who is this DNC guy? I mean, he likes Frank.
I know he does not.
Oh, he doesn't? Is he playing both sides or what?
No, I talked to the guy on Facebook. He was
no.
How can I put this? Okay.
is one of the good guys.
Were you stationed at Fort Bragg?
Who?
You.
Yes, I was stationed at Fort Bragg. I went. I'm going to clear the air.
Now, hold on.
No, wait a minute. Since you asked me,
DNC was a Sky Dragon.
Oh, cool.
Okay, that's all I can see.
Yeah, I know DNC. I'm not fucking with you, man. I was just curious about how you came about and who you were. I'm learning all these personal trolls and all this shit. But I also do want to put a shout out to Alu, his channel. Awesome guy.
Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I forgot to do that. Yeah. Go ahead, Aloe. Say it.
Yeah, it's one of the great guys. Sorry to interrupt. Alo Manotti. He retired from YouTube now, as you saw, and one of the good guys. Very witty, eloquent, top editing. He basically took down Ricky D by himself with that fucking set of vlogs he came out with. You know, he watched all these live streams of Ricky, took the best out of it, and edited it, and he was right on the money. If there is something you want to know about Ricky D, go over to Alo Manotti's channel, check it out, and that's all you need to know. One of the best guys we have in the community.
Oh, I was really surprised, but I can understand why he did it. And you know what? This shit will grab you. And if you could do it all over again, if you're coming to the Philippines, anybody that's listening in the future, don't get on fucking YouTube. Fucking go out and have a good time. But since you're on it, like we're on it, I'm addicted to it now. I just I want to have fun, But honestly, if I could do it all over again, I wouldn't have done it, And the reason why I got addicted is because I was researching before I even came over there, and I used YouTube, and that's how I got acquainted with the community. So I was in the background.
Oh, I'm just looking in my wallet. And I actually have more money than Bam. I got 40 pesos.
Oh, yeah, well, Anyways, Bama, Barry, Jordan, whatever your name is, all the aliases you have or nicknames.
TikTok.
The Tick, the Alabama Tick. Fucking you. I don't know what it is with you, man, but you are never. And by the way, I wanted to thank you for giving me the badge of honor for blocking me on your channel years ago when I fucking cornered you like a rat on fucking the Thunder show. Or no, it was Go-Go's show. I fucking cornered you like a fucking rat. And you know, you don't like it unless it could go your way. And you got to be in control. Well, you're more than welcome to come here, but I am not going to return the favor to you. You're more than welcome to say what you got. I challenge you, Barry, to come on this show. You challenge right now on the air.
I got I got 5,000 pesos. He can go buy some cheap ribeyes with.
Okay, I'll match that and make it 10,000 pesos. You come on this show and just speak your mind, and none of us will say shit. You have the perfect opportunity to clear your name, because right now your name is worse than shit. Tai. You're lower than that. You're a well-known Filipina abuser, fucking smoking. You've got this guy Gino in Makati that wants to fucking tear you a new asshole.
Oh, he's got Pennsylvania trucker wanting a piece of his ass too.
Yeah, I heard something about. Where is P? I haven't seen him in a long time either.
I'm working on that. He knows me. I've got somebody that talks to him offline that we're gonna extend an invite to my channel because he knows me. He feels comfortable. We talked before, so I know something that I got to verify something. Barry did something while he was in Mindanao that
I already know what you're going to say.
No, let's talk about this after you end the show, and I will tell you.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I don't want to put it out till PA Trucker says it's okay.
Well, fuck it. This is the fucking outlet of hate. Say what you got to say.
Well, I got a lot of respect for PA Trucker because he never bothers anybody, and fucking whoop whoop man had to run his mouth.
Yeah.
So back to the hate. Barry, you fucking bald-headed piece of no teeth piece of shit. Oh yeah. Barry basically said to come down to his fucking come down there to see him in Car Mobile Island.
Is that where he is at? Car?
Yes.
That sounds kind of like incarcerated in car. Maybe you should fucking rename his channel Incarcerated in Car. Meet Barry J.
Well,
that's like, and basically,
incarcerated, I got exclusives from this unnamed source in Cebu that once he gets arrested and detained, they're really, I'm just going to put it out on the air. They really could care less about his immigration status. They know he's an overstayer. Okay. Yeah. They just want him kicked out of the Philippines. Now, as far as how far these criminals, and you were going to tap on that, and you said you're going to wait to your show. God damn it. But I'm going to get exclusive photos of him behind in the detention once they arrest him. So, Obama, this ought to make you scared and run. You need to understand.
Oh no, we're gonna get into what happens to him if he runs tonight. I got this straight. I got this straight too.
Well, he doesn't. He has no idea what he's up against. They're slow, and he may think, oh, everything is cool. I've got an attorney and all this other stuff. But what he doesn't realize is he's getting ready to be sent on a one-way ticket with no return.
Okay, we'll speak on this attorney thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
I talked to somebody whose wife is an attorney.
Mm-hmm.
That attorney saw him coming. They're going to say, yeah, give me $50K for the counter affidavit. Then they're going to come back and say, well, I need another 50 for this. I need another 20 for this. You want to stay out?
Milk him.
They're going to milk him. And And that's what's going to happen. But I actually do on my phone. I have the sentencing guidelines and what will happen if a warrant's issued.
Well, from if I'm correct on this, from what the guy told me,
here's another
pretty serious. Okay, here's one thing I want to say real quick before you speak, Eric, if I could. Here's the thing. He makes it sound like, and he gets pissed off on the air. Oh, you can't say anything over here, and they take it so personal. And I wanted to say that, and I said it in a text somewhere, that you're not in America, Obama. You're in the Philippines.
Yeah, and here's another
public scandal is very, very alive, and Allo can admit to that. He'll tell you. You can say something that to you, as an American, may not consider to be a big deal, but in the Philippines, if you insult, embarrass, the pride is hurt. To you it may not be a big deal, but to them it is. And
Allo's got firsthand knowledge. How many barangay complaints has Allo had to go answer for people?
A couple actually.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I didn't. Was it because of your face, Allo, or what happened?
No, it was because there was a guy who was, it was Saturday. I'll give you the short version. It was Saturday, and I was in a bad mood, and then the guy was like taking my fucking car park in front of one of the houses.
That's a big shit over here.
And then I put my shit in there, and he didn't move his car. And then I told him next time, I lowered the window, told him next time when I come around, you just move your car. And then he tells me, yeah, but this is my property here. He points to the right side and said, this is my property. And then I said, yeah, what are you trying to say? This is my fucking house. This is my property too. And you're in front of my house. And then he came out of the car, and then I came out of the car, and then there was an altercation, yelling, and I tried to hit him. He ran away. And then I told him, next time you come here, I'm going to fucking kill you. If I see you here again, I'm going to fucking kill you. And he then went to the fucking homeowners association, got my name, and then filed something on the barangay level. And then the barangay police came over and invited me, summoned me like a couple of times, and then I had to go there. And then after that, after like 3 meetings, it was settled. And then a few years earlier, when I was like still new in the Philippines, I had another issue with I was still living in a condo, and then my aircon would, leak water, and it would drop on somebody else's aircon, and it was kind of like an issue, and
it would have been better if you would have just took your penis out and just showed it to them or something.
Why didn't you just you get in an argument like that, Allo? You should have just went all out, tried to bend them over right there with that personality.
Here's another question.
We settled it then afterwards, But I was actually also yelling at the fucking barangay office because because it just pissed me off, and that's it. And but the barangay thing, that's actually not really a big deal. But sometimes people are very sensitive about shit.
Not unless they issue a CA to take to the prosecutor.
Right.
Yeah.
But don't they sit there normally and try to settle it?
Mediate,
you guys?
Hey,
yeah.
Here's another thing I'm going to challenge Bama to. I'll put up 10,000. I want to see the whole subpoena.
Okay. I got this. I'll put up 50,000 right now. You come on this show, Obama, and you speak your mind and show us the subpoena.
Post it. I want page by page. Because this is a question. That's one docket. He kind of hid. He only put one charge. He turned that paper over. I think, in my honest opinion, that there's more charges pending than what he says.
And the reason why
the whole thing stresses him out already.
The
whole thing stresses him out already. I mean, when he says that he shouldn't be dealing with shit like this, that's not something people want to deal with, because he's very stressed out. He needs to make money, get money, 50,000. He's stressed out. He talks about not doing live streams anymore. He talks about why is he embroiled in all of this? Why does he have to deal with this? Of course, it stresses him out.
Then the one show he kind of went racial on Roberto.
Oh yeah, I remember that. He's fucking targeted Aloe. And I want to say this.
Okay,
this is Bama. Okay, what the fuck is his? Go ahead.
I'll give you this one. How stupid's Bama? He sits there and goes, "Yeah, I got asthma." Puffing the inhaler, then chain smoking with one hand, puffing the inhaler with the other.
Okay, I'll tell you this from experience. We've went on calls for medical aid, especially these patients that are COPD. Okay, and we just, the COPD people, and you'll see them hooked up to a tank with a nasal cannula, and they're smoking a cigarette right next to the fucking tank. I'm going, we try to tell them. I mean, Bama is destined to fucking die. He's gonna die. It's an ultimate sentence.
No,
you can
don't let him die till after he has the train ran on him in prison, because I want to guarantee that's going to happen to him. Please.
Well, yeah, I would actually love to see him in there, because I will bring him some rose.
Oh no, Aldo and I already got it planned out. We're going to get two elves full of rice and like 5 pigs. Drop them off right at the prison. Say, hey, guys, you see that hobgoblin-looking motherfucking foreigner? Run the train on his ass. Get pictures. Send to Aloe to Winter. This is your monthly.
But let me tell you this on a more serious note about you talked about sexual abuse in the prison, and I think that's not the main issue in Philippine jails. I think the problem in Philippine jails is just the fucking violence. It's the violence, but it's also the hygiene standards, because you will fucking get sick in there, and the food. It's just basically, if you have any idea about how a prison looks like in the Philippines, it's a fucking terrible experience. I think going in there and let's say staying in there like only for 3 months, that's equal to probably like 3-4 years in a U.S. jail.
Oh,
if there's any equivalent, because it's the food, the water, the sanitary conditions in there. I mean, it's I was told that, I didn't see that myself, but I was told that Bama was contemplating suicide before he would go into a Philippine jail, and I don't know if that's part of his strategy to reach out to people and say, hey, I really need your help, or if he really is that triggered and agitated about the prospect alone to get or to go into jail. I think that if Bama would face prison, I think he might run to the U.S. Embassy and try to get repatriated as soon as possible. The problem is that the U.S. Embassy won't do that. So he still believes actually that he will not get into any trouble, and I think he already is. But to be honest with you, I can't tell you what's going to happen, because I do not have all the paper, and I don't know how do they do these things. But I was told that Bama is very scared about that, and if anyone out there knows a little bit about prisons in the Philippines, and there are a lot of documentaries out there. I mean, have you seen the fucking pictures? It's just, you have to fucking take turns to even just sleep on the fucking floor, and you piss in a place where 100 other people pissed and shitted before you, and then the water that you use is probably the water that they just that was just accumulated in a fucking somewhere, and then you just use it again. It's just you will get fucking sick in there, and you will come out, if ever, half dead. You will be a fucking other person when you get out. I
can tell you what they serve 3 meals a day at the Baguio City Jail. They serve luau 3 meals a day.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, but that's not the kind of luau that you will get at the lemon and olive tree branch that you are going to visit, Eric.
Yeah, I know. But now I have some neighbors that work in the jail, husband and wife, and some other neighbors. They serve luau 3 meals a day, but it ain't the same kind of luau you get out on the street.
You know what? Did you ever watch that show, Locked Up Abroad? Well, they had a special show. I watched it. It was years ago about being locked up in a Philippine jail, and it was a foreigner, an American on it, and he seemed to be pretty cool on that show. But in reality, I mean, they have an anarchy as far as seniority, like you're, you know what I mean, and you're basically a new guy, and especially you being a foreigner, they know you got money.
But here's the thing. He could end
Yeah.
up like Baybots did, and they're not going to hold him locally. They'll ship him to the SEG unit at Billy Bid.
Yeah, but you know the difference between Bebots and Bama is that Bebots is actually quite well connected, and he has money.
Right.
And he really has money. And that's when we're talking about money here, Bama having a huge trouble to come up with 50,000, and that money is from his subs. I mean, that's not sustainable, because if Bama really goes in on this, then we're talking about several hundreds of thousands of pesos over the next 6 months. And you got to realize that Bebots, he fucking lost millions of pesos for this shit.
Oh no, trust me,
he's millions here.
Trust me, he's going to lose more when BIR comes and says we want a half of where's our 12% over the last.
Yep. Yeah. He doesn't know what he's up against, and it's funny watching the show. I think, you know what's funny, Aloe? I honestly think he knows his demise. I fucking think he knows. It's just he's trying to, I don't know, these cooking shows and all, yeah, I think he's just thinking that it's that, okay, he did say on one of his shows that he's an American, and all he can do, all he has to do is go to the embassy and they'll bail him out. No, they won't.
No.
Here's the deal. I spoke to a lady over there directly, and she said that we do not intervene in Philippine law. All we do is make sure humane issues, that you're treated fairly, and that
you get a lawyer,
and that you're able to get a lawyer and all that. But they have an agreement with the Philippine government. They will not intervene in criminal law. Basically, Bama is a criminal.
And here's the thing that happened to somebody I worked with in Kuwait. This guy was a manager or whatever for our housing for our company. Mm-hmm. He was screwing another guy's wife, right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The guys whose wife was getting screwed called the Kuwaiti police, called the manager and said, I just called the Kuwaiti police on your guy. They're going to be here in front of my apartment. He's there now. They're going to get him. Which in Kuwait, you don't fuck around with married women. I'd get you locked up or killed. Luckily, the woman, her name was Kay. She was married to she married a Kuwaiti divorce. She grew up in Kuwait. She used wasta in the Middle East, and basically got him just deported that same night. Said, oh, we're going to play with his ass, was on a plane, or he was facing 10 years. I can tell you this much. I'll let it slip. Bama is facing, under the guidelines, a 500,000 peso fine.
Yep. I'm glad you said it.
Yeah, it's about a 500,000 peso fine per count.
Yep.
I mean, Aloe put out the video. I mean, Bama said, and I've watched McDimples. He said some sick shit.
Yeah, he did. And he also said he was going to, he threatened her to post it. You know, and
he said he said that's not illegal in the United States. I'm like, well, isn't that extortion, blackmail?
Yeah, he's trying to fucking corner her. And you know what the greatest thing I seen? Mm-hmm. Look closely at the video when she showed up with her brothers or family members, and he was live during that show. Okay, and all of a sudden she comes into the picture. And you see his demeanor change. I mean, he was like, "Oh fuck, I'm fucked."
Okay. She has a relative.
Notice that?
Look at her Facebook. She has a relative named Kareem Abdullah.
Oh, that's Abul Saif or what is that, Aloe?
Aloe,
that
help us
area. That
Aloe.
area. Yeah.
Patagon. Patagon
That's
City. That's the Muslim
Democratic
autonomous.
National Party overseas.
Oh, no, that's part of what part of Mindanao? That's the part of Mindanao that's like Muslim autonomous.
ARMM.
Yeah, that one area of autonomous. Yeah. So I just say fuck Bama. I hate you, motherfucker. Run your mouth. Well, I would say come up to where I live, but he couldn't afford a fucking room for the night or the bus fare. And
would you let him stay at your place for a little bit?
Fuck no.
Why? Come on. Why?
My fucking dogs have more class than him.
Oh man, that's fucking great.
And they're a lot cleaner. And they're a lot fucking cleaner.
Back to the hate shit straight out. I think Obama doesn't have the capacity to understand. I think he thinks he's got a Superman cape on because he's an American. He's an American. He doesn't realize how much trouble he's in, and it's not sinking in. And CW isn't going to be able to bail him out. Okay, he is fucked. He fucked himself when he finally met a woman that
would stand up to him.
And I give all prods to Dimples, man. You do not back down from this guy, Dimples. If you're watching or somehow get to watch this later, don't back down from this guy. You send him packing into the jail. You don't back down because you have a lot of power. You're a local. You're a Filipina. Nail him. He needs to get his ass reamed. He needs to understand that
trust
this
me,
cannot be tolerated.
I don't know if the offers anybody else wants to join, but the offer's out there. She needs some help getting a lawyer. Any which way, we can donate. At least I can.
What are you talking about? His defense?
I mean,
hell no,
not her. A lawyer for her.
Oh no, yeah, I'm willing to help out on that also. If you guys know, I didn't Aloe offer and
Aloe. No. I think Aloe. She's kind of like staying in the background.
Is she worried? What was the conversation, Aloe? She just didn't want a part of it, or
she just said that she is now waiting until everything falls into place. That's what she said.
Okay, listen to that. That's a scary response if you really analyze that, Aloe.
No, there's another
fall into place. She's got a plan. There's a lot more.
She got a plan. She got a plan because nobody who, she put in that fucking complaint, and you see that it's at the prosecutor's office, so she must have a plan. It's just that she does not really trust easily because somebody emails you in the middle of the night, and she doesn't know, are we the real guys? Are we supporting the other side? Are we some sort of pretend to be on her side just because we might get info from her and something like that? So she is careful, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing.
And here's another thing. Barry said she's an OFW. She ain't gonna come back. Well, Barry, she's in fucking Brunei, which is like a 2-hour fucking plane ride.
That's just wishful thinking. That's just wishful thinking on the side of Barry and his supporters. This is wishful thinking. Brunei is basically like Manila to Cebu.
And they do Zoom now too. So
yeah, I just think that being stupid as Barry has had, he's has went around all these years, and I've followed him ever since he came from America, and I think that his intentions, period, were to come to to come to the Philippines, because he's a criminal in America, and he knew he was going to be able to survive on his $500 or whatever a month, and he was going to. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I need a favor. I'll put it out again tonight. Can I put it out here? If anybody has a background check on Barry, ran a background check, NCIC, Truth Finder, and he has criminal convictions, please let me know because immigration would like to see it.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. He has not had to go through those kind of clearance checks because his visa is expired.
No,
so,
it just try. It's another reason. I was told if we have they'll accept Truth Finder, NCIC. If he has criminal background, they can also add undesirable.
Right. Well, that's the thing. You know how you got to get an exit security clearance? They check NBI for all of that stuff. Barry hasn't had to do that since he arrived.
He hasn't left Cebu. He can't leave Cebu because he's not vaccinated.
Right. Yeah. He's in trouble.
Hold on. I gotta go take a dump. Hold on, I'll be back. I gotta go drop Barry and WTF off in the bank. Not WTF, sorry. Whoop whoop man. Whoop whoop man.
You know, hey, Aloe, I'm wondering if he's watching our shows from because you don't have to open an account on YouTube. You can just go there as a unlisted account. You just don't log in and you just type in Fat Slob, Mr.
Yeah, I believe.
I'm kind of wondering.
I believe he has his minions. I mean, a couple of them are here now, his fanboys, and they will report back. And Ricky will probably make a blacklist, when he gets back on YouTube, he'll probably come after all of us. But honestly, I am very disappointed because I expected a lot more, I really expected a lot more.
I actually loved it when he got on that show on Big Kev's, and he said everybody in this show is banned for life. I love that. It's just I felt like Aloe. I honestly felt that this was going to be the ultimate battle that the RRR guys, all this could fucking take on. I honestly thought that.
I agree. Me, Also, when he came on Roberto's show, we was like raging about you, me, others. Roberto, you are tossing out our friendship for these faceless cowards, stuff like that.
Yeah, well, he acted like a little bitch there because, I mean, what is that, girlfriend shit? I mean, who talks that kind of, I mean, you're not my bitch. Are you going to sacrifice our love-hate relationship over these faceless guys? I honestly thought that, and I was going, what the fuck? But I'm glad Roberto chose the dark side, or whatever side you want to call it. I'm speaking in Star Wars sense, but I'm glad it went.
The winners. It's easy. Side. The winners, because the guy lost his channel. His supporters are idiots. He is not going anywhere, and maybe he's even
partially thanks to me. His channel went down. I had him strike at least 3 times.
Did you really? I didn't know that. Yeah. Good for you. Good for you.
I'll show you a letter.
I believe you, Roberto.
I saw that. Yeah, I think you also showed it to me, a screenshot, right, Roberto?
Yeah.
I remember that a couple of weeks ago,
Yeah. But I do want to say
that was
something.
One. I had 2 more. So at least I did 3 strikes, and then that would definitely will get your thing thrown out and then somebody else I think got him on something as like sexual. I never did anything sexual content.
Yeah.
All I did was hate.
I just
content.
said hate. Also hate. That's what I did. When he said he was going to, come to Mindanao and do what he was going to do, I said, okay, you remember that one, Aloe. How he was subdued in that statement. And we all knew what he was meaning in that. We're not stupid.
Actually, this is something that some of these guys don't understand. It would be the best thing when somebody like him would come up to you and then just do something to you. I mean,
exactly.
Some people always say like, yo, you would run. Why would you run? There is no reason to run. If he wants to throw his life away, go after people in the Philippines. Because if I would see the guy and it would be in public, I would just fucking let him beat me down, and then I would just lie on the floor. And then, because you can get medical care and a few stitches, and nothing bad will happen. I mean, look at Fazio. It's not that Fazio just got fucking murdered on a live stream. Nothing big will happen. But the problem that you can put them in, I mean, like for assault, and if you have the money and you know what to do. I mean, the guy would never leave the Philippines anymore. And then you get the right medical professionals who will say they're fucking brain trauma, you broke this and that, psychological issues, can't sleep anymore, you're super afraid of him, that he will climb into your house and bite off your fucking head, whatever. You could get good lawyers and make sure that the guy would never leave the country anymore. The best thing that can happen to you if you want to put these guys away is that to trigger these guys that much that they come to your fucking place, find out who you are, and then they do some stupid shit on you. Because all this bravado, I'm going to kick your ass, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. You know, it would be the best. Like the same with Bama. The same with Bama. Yeah. When they say, oh, when I find you, I'm going to kick your ass. That's from my perspective, that's the best thing. For their perspective, that would be the worst fucking thing you can do, because you are not in the US, you are not in Europe, where you can just slap people around. If you slap somebody who knows exactly what to do, you get yourself in big trouble. You know, actually, Ricky was quite clever when he said Alo is the type of guy, he just wants to provoke us because he wants to get a cyber libel payday. So it's basically provoking us, so we do something and then he will fight back. And I think that's not the case. Everybody knows that. But as far as physical encounters are concerned, because I also heard that from Jerry the Ferry, by the way. It's like, Alo, you ran on the bridge, you ran away. Or a couple of other guys said, this or that blogger, you saw him, but he saw you that you were running. I'm not going to run. The best thing that you could do is you stand in front of them, they hit you, and you go down. You call for witnesses, and then you pretend that you basically just nearly got murdered. And then you can have your revenge and put these people away. And they guarantee you, if you know what you are doing, it's not going to be a 4-day stint like what happened in Bohol. It's going away for a very long time. And you could immediately petition immigration to put a whole departure order on it, assault, whatever, and make sure that the prosecutor would not water down your charges. That would be very easy with the right guys, with the right lawyers. That would be the best. Provoke these guys, always stay within your legal means, and then let them come to you and beat the shit out of you. That would be the best.
Yeah, I agree.
Alo also saw the video, and thank you, Roberto, for putting that clip up. I sent to immigration the clip Roberto had of Barry offering to bribe, saying he's going to bribe the prosecutor.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that one. Yeah, I've seen it.
No, I sent it to immigration. I forwarded it.
How big? I don't. Okay, here's the thing. Like I was talking to Alo a while back when Ricky D was getting in trouble.
Yeah.
All these guys. Why once you get busted like that, normally a normal sane person would lay low and just chill out. And yeah, Ricky, these guys, they got this sense of, they got a Superman cape on. I just don't understand that. If that was me, I would fucking lay low. You're in a third world country. It's like, fuck.
Well, it's a third world country, but I live in a first world.
Because he can't do anything, he can't help himself. He looks at
he needs that
battle.
money.
He looks at this as a big battle. He can't be perceived as the loser. Already lost. See, this is the problem with these guys who still support them. They don't really like Ricky. They just want somebody to kick our ass, and they would be willing to support any guy out there. If it's Bebots, it's Video Freedom, it could be Ricky, it could be anybody else, and that says a lot about them. The fact is that they don't like us, and they think that we are some arrogant pieces of shit, whatever it is. And I'm fucking enjoying this because it annoys them. It really annoys them. No, it's just you have people in the chat who try to trigger you, to make them mad and things like that. And then you realize somewhere in the last 5-6 years, you have hurt them, you have pissed them off, and they still hold a grudge against you, and they still want somebody out there to go after you. And then they see that Bama has no money, Ricky is down, Jay totally destroyed, the other guys in jail, warrant of arrest, the list goes on and on and on. couple of these guys took down their channels, are not on YouTube anymore at all, and they always lost. They always fucking lost, and we always won, and we're still here, and that pisses them off. And all they got is comments in the comment section and a few things that they write in the live chats, and they still believe like, ho, I really got under their skin, something like that, and it's really not. And that's what this is all about. And that's true for Jerry the Fairy. That's true for so many of these other guys. I guarantee you, WTF, if somebody would fucking dox you, you would be surprised how many people will come out and say it was about time, and they would fucking look at it as a fucking victory or something like that, because that's all they got. It wouldn't really mean anything. It wouldn't really change anything, but that's how much they fucking hate.
I'll be honest with you right now, Elo. I don't give a fuck if I'm doxxed or not.
And you shouldn't. And you shouldn't.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit. Dox me. But I'm not going to veer off from the fucking mission. The mission still stays.
The mission stayed. The mission, I will call it quits when Ricky D and Bam are out of the Philippines.
Fuck no. I'm going to keep going. This is what gives me fuel every day, man.
Well, I got more things coming up than that. Yeah. I got some other stuff going on, but I'm trying to get out of the city to the province. But I just want to say how the fuck Barry's stupidity is challenging a guy who's half Samoan, 6'8", 350 pounds,
right?
Is going to beat Roberto's ass.
I know.
This is just fucking stupid.
Yeah, but you got to understand where it's coming from. Don't step down to his level. He's a fucking fucking retard. That guy spews so much bullshit. The guy is a compulsive liar, and with that disease, after a while, he believes. I mean, it's just comes out instantly. He doesn't realize it. It's just everything that man says is bullshit. Bama, you're a compulsive lying piece of
what? We
shit.
caught him.
Filipina abuser. Yeah, go ahead.
They've caught him because he blocked them. He blocked somebody. Bama called him out for when he lived in Miggy Amelia and was dragging the girl out of the apartment by her hair.
Yeah. I mean, you know what? I feel sorry, and I know I said I wouldn't bring girlfriends up, but I'm going to try to piss Bama off. I feel sorry for that girl you're with, and if she's listening, you need to get away from this piece of shit skull. I mean, this guy is gonna fuck you over. I mean, don't sign any agreements for a motorcycle. Don't do anything. This guy is wanted everywhere in the Philippines for screwing over bars to little places he was staying at. I feel sorry for her. I'm tired of this guy screwing over these Filipinas and throwing them to the dirt, just like basically Ricky D was doing. He was treating them like they were whores, and his shit's got to stop.
Well, here's the thing too. I have a Philippine lady in Cebu. She is kind of backtracking Bama. She's going to get her hands on his passport that he left as collateral.
Oh.
So Bama, you better go pay your bills.
Technically, it's against the federal law to hold somebody's passport. You have to turn it in the post office because you hold on to it.
Philippines. This is the Philippines. He used it as collateral. He used it as collateral, Roberto, for one of the.
I know, but that's not her right to do that. I mean, it's not. Somebody holding my passport in the Philippines, I'd go over there and handle it. But
yeah.
Well, you pay your bills too, so.
Yeah.
There's a difference.
So you're still coming over here, Roberto? You still have the plans? You still good to go?
Yeah. I'm hearing stories that my cousin is coming supposed to be in Ladies. She's taking her sweet time. So I made plans on June, and I got my ticket on hold. So we'll see.
Yeah. Well, Allo, how do you think this new presidency is going to go as far as the immigration and the jab requirements and all that? Do you think he's going to be lighter, or is he going to be more strict? He's going to lock down the country?
I think he will rely on the health experts' recommendation, but it's kind of early now to talk about his policies. I think he has been intentionally very vague about specific policies as far as COVID and stuff. So I believe he will come out with all of that in the next couple of weeks.
He did say one thing which really shocked me during his run up. He's going to openly invite the American military to come back.
Yes, that's what I was going to ask. Sorry. Do you think he's going to?
But it takes a constitutional amendment, I think.
I mean, the basing, when you talk about the basis, the problem is that the Constitution prohibits permanent basing. But I do believe that with the big power competition, superpower competition, the Asia Pacific, the US is really trying to reach out to its Asia Pacific allies, and I believe that the Philippines will play a role in that. But again, it's still very early to say in what direction it will go. So
this is what my wife and my family voted for him, just for this reason. They can remember his father and how there was jobs, car manufacturing jobs, and the U.S.
agricultural,
brought jobs.
The father was a great man. The father was a great man.
Yeah.
And you didn't hear about, and my wife said, you didn't hear about Abu Sayyaf. You didn't hear about the NPA. My wife, well, she was born in Basilan, Mindanao, but they moved up here. But down south, if something happened, the father would just fucking unadulterated fucking all out fucking destroy people.
Yeah.
And
what do you
and you didn't hear about the drug, you didn't hear about the shabu, you didn't hear about murders, none of that.
So what do you think, Allo, in the future? You know, this is the first night debut. It's not too bad being only have, say, almost 50. You got pretty much 20 to 22 average. What do you think about the length of the show? Should they be average an hour, 2 hours, or you go with the flow? What do you think?
Now I think you went like nearly 2.5 hours, and I think that makes a lot of sense because it was your first show, and you basically established yourself. People now know you are out there. You're doing live streams, and you also announced you're going to do this regularly. But in my humble opinion, I would say do shows that are a little bit longer than an hour, but do them regularly. I would say like
I'm going to do them all the time.
10 hour. Keep the 10 a.m. slot and do 10 a.m. to 11:30 p.m. I mean a.m.
Right.
And then you got the right people.
You'll be able to get the American market in that.
Yeah. And then you get the right crowd, and then send out the links, and you will always get this kind of number here.
Well, I figured out
over the next time.
Yeah, I agree. I figured out if you guys ever screw up on that, don't have your avatar, you back out, you delete yourself from the stream, like I did earlier, and then I put myself back in, and my avatar showed up. So that's what I screwed up on earlier. See, you go as you go, you figure things out. With the show, you learn.
Yeah.
Well, actually, Alo's inspired me. Sorry to butt in, but this is a hate show.
This is a total hate show.
Alo's inspired me to make vlogs, but I got Filmora now, so I'm learning how to edit.
Well, that's what I was going to say. I bought some nice edit software online, and I'm going to get into that. And I want to try to get as good as Alu was doing, because that guy was the king, man. That guy. Yeah. I want to start doing that. So, but anyways, cool. I want to thank all the guys who showed up. I will, like I say, go for possibly 3 times a week, hour and a half shows. Spread the word. Anybody in the Philippines that has any drama, any fucking hate, this is the channel to do it. No one will be blocked. Do whatever you want to do. Go ahead.
Trust me, when we're done with Barry, I got us another target who's on a tourist visa who illegally bought and operated a business.
Yeah. I'll be honest, from the beginning, I've had a hard on for Barry, and he can interpret it any which way and say I'm a faggot. Whatever, Barry. If that means you go sit in a prison, then I'm a faggot. Whatever you think, whatever you say, I don't give a fuck. But get back to where I was going. I want to thank everybody who showed up. Thank you, Alo. Thank you, Roberto. Thank you,
brother. Talk to you later, man.
Yeah, I know it's getting late for Roberto, but I will put a pre-announcement again on the next show. And Alo, if you ever go live, spread the word again. I will spread the word about your channel. And that's
spread the word tonight, 6 p.m.
Oh yeah,
that's where we talk again. We'll see.
Because Alo's the Godfather. I'm the consigliere. Yeah. We're making. Alo's the Godfather. I'm Robert Duvall. We're gonna make Frank an offer he can't refuse.
Yeah. Okay, guys.
Thank you very much.
Thank
you very much for letting me on this panel. Thank you very much, and I see you guys later. Okay. Thank you.
Send me a blank email so I know who you are.
Well, I'll let you know my email. You'll definitely see it really quick before we get off. You will see how patriotic the email is. You'll know it's me.
Oh, end the show because I'll tell you what I know about PA Trucker.
Okay. All right. I'll end it right now. All right, guys. Have a good one.